yeah, we'll keep talking. We'll keep talking through it. As always, we're gonna just record and just jump right into it because this
Keep
stuff
talking. Is it
is
recording?
good. Yeah,
Oh
we're
my
professional
god.
podcasters. We're we are professional podcasters now, bro.
Look,
Like
Al, what you
we're 10
talking about on
episodes
the
in.
man? On where she will?
I'm
Never.
keeping and I'm keeping all of this in too, for sure.
Oh Lord,
Yeah,
have
like
Never.
mercy,
that's just the behind the scenes. So hey, today is July
Today.
10.
10th, 10th,
No,
right?
11
And we're
actually.
and this is when we're filming
Today's
our
July
10th. Yeah, when they're
11th.
listening to it, it will be the 11th. Yes. But yeah, man, we're just kind of talking through Q2, like reviewing Q2, which ended
Quarterly
review. Yes. Yeah,
review.
yeah. How were things last month? How were things last quarter, the last 3 months? So from uh
I have a question for you guys.
April to
When
June. Go ahead.
you guys look at the year, how do you visualize the year? Do you visualize the years in quarters? Like for me, when I see the year in my head, I visualize it in quarters, starting from like quarter 1 to quarter 4, but I don't see the full year. I only see the first 2 quarters. Do you visualize the year from August? Some people told me they visualize it from August to August, like students, college students. Some people see it the full year, January to December, and some people only see 1 month at a time. How do you guys visualize the entire year? Does that make sense?
I see it as
Yes.
one big year.
One big year.
I'm just passing through that one big year.
This says a lot about you based on how you think about the year.
I think about the year in quarters. So like
Okay. What month do you start at?
the fiscal year for me starts in December, actually, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your year starts in December. So technically your year, the first month is December for you. Each person has their different month.
Yeah. To me, I think like that last week of December is like the start of the next year. Like right after
Okay.
Christmas. Christmas is kind of like the end of the year for me. And then that week after Christmas, that dead time is like get ready for the next calendar year.
New year.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people think of the year as like their birthday month is the first day of the year. What month do you start with?
Same one everybody else start with, January.
I promise you, he's much more lively than this. Like, but yeah.
January begins the year for me. When the clock strikes 12, it's a new year. Happy New Year.
Yo. So yeah, in this episode, we'll talk a little bit about kind of just the overall feeling heading into Q3 for our team. And yeah, just if we just to kind of kick off, I do think we had some major client projects that we completed that we launched. I think we put out the Sankofa video. That was a big one. We'll get Al to talk a little bit about that. Wels just did a really great website for reliable workers. We'll add that into the chat, but reliableworkers.com. That website is beautiful. It's really nice and clean. Most importantly, in Q2, we worked on ourselves. I feel like that might have been the creative breakthrough that we were looking for. I feel like our brand got a refresh. Just new photos, new videography. The photos that we did take, they converted. They're converting, right? Some of our best piece of content that we have on social right now, just the images of us, which was our goal, right? To build trust. How do we show people the people behind the logo, behind the accounts? So yeah, just for you guys, what do you feel like was the overall vibe for Q2? You can be honest.
Vibe was
organization,
trying to make sure everything is on time, organized, done, keeping up with projects, any deadlines. That's what I can remember from Q2. Besides the the Sankofa and all that.
Yeah,
Vibe was grind. It was work. It was let's get them done.
Was it busier than Q1 though? Like, I guess is that what you guys would say?
Mm,
I don't know about that.
I
Q1
feel like
we had some things we had to finish pretty quickly. I
yeah,
think
I
we had
think
a good amount of
Q1.
stuff.
Yeah, I think Q2 was as equal busy in the different like muscle group we were targeting. That makes sense. Um, I feel like Q1 was a different type of busy than Q2. But yeah, that's my thing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think we found our footing in Q2. I feel like Q1 was like all over the place. Q2 where we like learned like okay, like let's try this. Let's do this differently.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
now I feel like that's kind of Q3 we're going into it like, oh yeah, we got a plan in place. Like this is how we do it. Um
Yeah,
yeah,
Q1 was
that's that.
getting yeah, Q1 was getting Al on board because Al jumped in. And then Q2, Al's getting the lay of the land. Q3, you know, start moving. So yeah, um there was some good moments in Q2 versus Q1. We got some good projects coming up that we started, and some other ones for Q3. So looking forward for those. So yeah, Q2 was definitely more of opening different doors, different creative muscles that we can like release or put to use. But Q2 Sankofa video that Al did was fire. So if you guys haven't seen it, go on YouTube, type Sankofa, Catalyst for Harmony, Sankofa, and watch that video, man. Take a look. I think it was really great. Um, how was that trip? Did I go on that trip Q1 or Q1, right?
One, I
I
think
think
so. Yeah.
yeah, he went in February, like late February, but we
Yeah, yeah,
delivered it
yeah.
and we delivered it the video for and the photography. So we'll be putting out some of the photos for it soon. But yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that trip and then kind of putting that video together.
All I saw was Al sleeping, bro. That's all the pictures that Andy sent us.
Dude, really get not enough sleep, man. You going out all day, traveling all day, seeing a bunch of stuff all day, learning a bunch of stuff all day, and then eat in the evening. And then we get to the different hotels. Almost a new hotel every night, so I can never be like comfortable. I just have to adjust. I have to be
You gotta get
portable,
up and
whatever I
repack,
brought.
bro. You gotta repack every night.
Yeah, you gotta
And the
get to
most you can
moving.
put outside your bag is one pair of clothes and your toothbrush, toothpaste. If you put anything else other than that, you're too comfortable because we're not gonna be there for that long. You got 5 hours, probably 5, 6 hours max. Sleep, wake up early in the morning, be back to traveling after breakfast all day long. Don't get me wrong, you learn a lot of, I don't want to say like nice stuff because there's a lot of like the civil rights things and racism in America and all that and the slave trade and all that. Learn about that sad stuff, but it was a lot of traveling for the amount of days that you're there, and the drives were kind of long too
Long, yeah. How many
because you
days? Is
gotta
like 4 days?
yeah, and you're going across different states. Got to visit Tuskegee University. Never been there before until then, so that was cool. What do they call that? HBCU.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Historically Black College and University. Dope.
Yep. Yeah, I love Sankofa trips, but it's like I think we don't talk about the physical tiredness of it. Like, um, I forget how much traveling you do. I think you cover like almost 1,000 miles. It's a lot of miles.
Yeah, it's more than
It
that,
has
Wells,
to.
because
It's more than
yeah, yeah,
1,000.
yeah. It's definitely more than 1,000. Yeah, I mean, but it's such a like powerful journey though,
Oh
and then
yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, and Wells and I've been on 2 trips together,
Yep,
2 Sankofa trips together, so we know
yep.
exactly like, hey, this is what Al's going, what he's dealing with. But yeah, man, it was that's cool, and it's always kind of cool to kind of walk through those things with clients too, like being able to be on that trip because
Trip, yeah.
you're there as you're working, but then you're also kind of experiencing everything along with the participants of the trip, and so that's really like it's powerful.
Yeah, the participants are really funny, and you gotta. I guess the trip really shows the whole emotional reel of someone. Like one part of the trip, you see people joy, happy, exciting. Then you get to see people being tired, sad, emotional, crying, and you get people see people angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see people lose hope and gain hope. It's just like I seen the whole emotional reel of like people throughout that trip, like the entire phase. You see everything, and it's kind of insane that you can go make someone go through the entire emotional wheel on 5
I saw more
days.
crying though
You say what?
than anything.
You saw more
Maybe
crying?
if they're angry, they just kept it in. But
Yeah, they kept it in. They didn't like, shout. They just like, that day that person just changed. They're more like silent. Did not say much. The
yeah,
day before they were
Yeah.
like joking, but the next day they're just like, they didn't say nothing. They're just walking.
Well,
they just
let's
take
talk a
man.
little bit about our systems and workflows that did work well. So then, we noticed a visible difference from Q1 to Q2, and we kind of want to just like the whole point of this episode is to kind of lift up the hood so you guys can see. Like obviously, I don't think we're perfect, close to, but I don't think we're perfect. but also, we're working, we're getting better each and every quarter as a team, and so yeah, we're kind of at halftime right now. Things aren't really slow. Like things are about to start picking up because we'll talk about this later. We get to that Q like late Q3, Q4, just like really, really busy. So we, right now just kind of planning and prepping and doing all of that. But yeah, talk a little bit about Wels specifically, our systems and our workflows that really worked well.
Yes. So, um, every business has to have their internal systems, and I kind of make sure that our processes are working correctly and fluent and efficiently. I think one thing that's been working really good is like starting at the PM updates and kind of like doing some like I know each one of us have our one-on-ones with each other and things like that, where we kind of like make sure the communication is flowing efficiently and kind of making sure that like we all understand our role because we gotta get different things done to properly finish a project. But one thing I would say is like the biggest thing from like Q1, Q going and Q2 that happened is really classifying our project. I think many people may not understand that, but like there's different projects that comes in. Not every project is the same, but the category can be the same. But we really want to like um create be able to create project more efficiently because a lot of things we do based on our SOPs and processes are similar. Like what's the foundation or skeleton that we have right now is pretty similar, that we are building. Over time we're gonna change that and make it more, more fluid. But we really try to get our infrastructure in place to incorporate AI and different things like that into our processes. But Q2, I think the biggest thing was like classifying our projects and really creating templates on our, I guess, our CRM slash note taking slash our entire backbone of organization software. Shout out to Notion if they want to sponsor us.
Yeah.
um,
Notion, you should.
use Yeah, we use Notion like we read the Bible, and so that's our business, and so um, yeah, that's our business. Though. So really classifying those projects and making sure that like we understand what the workflow. I think it's very important to understand the workflow, how we can automate the workflow as we move along a project. So for example, we have a campaigns. Campaigns have different channels. Campaigns have different things that we're gonna need in our design projects. We have different brief, like a creative brief, or production brief, or podcast brief, things like that to really get strategy. How do we make sure we have a workflow where we get strategy to properly filter through that to create certain tasks and to allow uh Al, Todd, myself to better understanding what the client needs. So like is that level and details that we are working through to make sure that like you see on our website, we build strategies. We're not chasing trends. So how do we get our client, like Todd meets with our clients, I meet with our clients, how do we get that communication to properly create a strategy for them so we can execute it the best way possible. So that workflow has a lot of different channels where different things are happening, especially in a campaign where we do an email, ad, social media. We have to have creative, we have to have video production, we got to have website development, different things like that that plays a role into that campaign. And so yeah, so that workflow classification that was very big in Q2, and then Q3 we're gonna start implementing that. That's gonna help us to be so much more efficient, to flow much better. So I think that's like the win here going to Q3 is that communication when it comes down to project management is gonna really take us to the next level. And so yeah, it's definitely a lot, I will say, when it comes down to like even us three, maybe four coming up, we definitely need that CMO. When us four start working together, we all in different places, and so having workflows, having processes are very important so we can communicating right. So yeah, I think that's the biggest win, Todd, and like for processes in Q2. I don't know if you agree.
Yeah, and I'll say this: Q3 like is slower in a sense. Like we obviously we take on less projects in Q3,
Mm-hmm.
and you know right around this time, that July August time, like clients are on vacation. They're less like,
They
oh,
gone.
we need this, which is great. But at the same time, there's a lot of travel. Like there's already for us, there's more travel for us this month and next month than normal because Q3 is kind of the setup quarter. And like as
Yeah,
we so our three main target audiences, like who we our three client profiles that we serve the most are small businesses, nonprofits, and startups. And especially for nonprofits, this particular time is your setup quarter, right? You like
yeah.
you're already starting to think about the end of the year giving
And
campaigns. You're starting to build those out, making sure that you have the right content, the right strategy in place to make sure that, hey, it's not a hectic stretch, right? So last year I was really pleased to find out that because of one of our campaigns, our client raised almost 50% of their yearly like revenue.
can
Our
we say the
nonprofit
amount?
client.
I guess we can't
Yeah,
say the amount.
yeah, we can't say the amount. It was, they raised over the year about 124,000, and in that campaign that we ran for them from September to November, they raised $54,000, which is like dope, right? So everything from emails to videos to just the messaging behind it, we handled that. Like our small team, we handled that, and that I think that's a huge win last
Yeah.
year, and we're just kind of figuring that out and learning that now. But now, hey, how do we match that this year, or how do we excel at that this year? And so, kind of rolling out our nonprofit growth package, which is really big. We're taking on about a couple of nonprofits. We because we're a small team, we can't do more than like five, but we're taking on a couple of nonprofits to
Sign
kind of
up.
handle, yeah, those end of the year giving campaigns to make sure they're put in the right position, for your, for your organization, to tell your story, to put the right visuals around. I think that's really important.
Ooh, I like this. Next question.
Nail on the head.
Q3, what are tools we are introducing to work smarter?
Yeah, take it away, Wels. What are some tools that you feel like are yeah, what are some tools?
What some tools do you think we need? The creative side. I know you have a list. I feel like we spent the most money on this creative this past Q2.
Yes, yeah, I've spent the most. The only issue is like whenever when you're investing in creative and stuff like that, it's like never ending. Like for me, and my own like sorry like photo and video business. Once I buy a new camera and I have to buy a lens, but then you need different lenses for different occasions and different types of shoots. So you got to buy more lens. And on top of those lenses, you need to buy more attachments. If you have to buy more filters, you got to buy more SD cards. You have to buy multiple adapters. You have to buy multiple flashes and triggers and
You gotta
continuous
upgrade.
lighting. It doesn't end. It doesn't end. It's almost like a void. Anything you put in there is it's going. It's it's just going.
Yo,
And on the flip side, what you're seeing is like is quality product for quality content.
yeah.
And that's where it's all going. But
Yeah,
uh,
I think we like definitely needs to introduce some more internal tools. Definitely some for Todd. I think we've been talking about like, you know, just how do we create I try to create this. It's possible to create manually, like client dashboard. How do we help our clients really see um what we're doing on their behalf? And as a small, like, we're not like a gigantic agency that just like drop money on everything. So, but like, I think a tool for that, I think there's some out there. I don't know if we should say their names if they want to sponsor us, but
Yeah, no free pub, no free pub, no free pub.
there's some out there we've been looking at. And there is a way to do this manually. Like, we just been trying to figure out, like, is this worth the time to build something manually, using AI, using different like Google Locker, different things like that to kind of help that, or should we just buy or get the service from one of those I guess 4 or 5 really good uh softwares out there. And so I think that's something we definitely need to look at, tools to introduce our work, to even build client trust, to actually show them, because some clients, they'd be like, Todd would tell them, hey, you know, I think they realize that our campaign helped them raise 50% of their yearly, like, you know, donation.
Yep.
Like, you can tell them, but showing them is something different. So really jumping into that next level of tooling. And so we trying to see what best fits us. Like, there is one software out there, I'm not gonna name the name, that gives us like all the bang for our buck. And so maybe they would want to sponsor us. I don't know. But yeah, so moving to that, I think a tool for that is like, we definitely need to introduce into workflows. And it allows us to even, I guess the one I'm talking about, like, allows us to use one of their APIs if we want to do some I guess customize on our end for future stuff. So really thinking about that, and really thinking about how we can put help our clients see their marketing. I think that's one of their one of the softwares. That's one of their slogan. Help our clients see,
Yeah, see the results, right? Like,
see the result.
like they feel the results, and it's like and I'll be honest here too. I think we've seen this in like conversations. So I handle all of our account management. I've seen times where our clients have been like, hey, well, we need to see what, you know, what are you guys doing? Like, are you guys doing it? And then there's months where they make adjustments and say, hey, we don't want this month. And then they're like, well, hey, we didn't have the same success. Well, why was that? It was because you told us to adjust. You told us not to do that. So you could see the difference from month to month.
Yeah.
We just ran an ad campaign for a client, and one of the things that stood out to me is she tells us, she's like, hey, like, I don't know what you guys did, but I saw people at this event that I haven't seen in years. She said that these events have been very well attended. Like, people are coming. She's like, whatever you guys are doing, keep doing it. And so now we want to get to an ability to where we can explain what we're doing a little bit better to clients, so they know, like, hey, we're running a Facebook ad campaign, and this is who we're targeting, specifically based on the strategy that you know, we've communicated to you. So we want to be able to communicate strategy better. And so for me, I kind of putting my hat on, and I'm building out some new tools, right, to kind of help with that audience persona research where we're
Mhm.
building out these profiles that are kind of profiles that we come in contact with a ton. So I do like, one of the things I'm extremely happy with is it feels like from creative to tech to operations to strategy that we're all kind of like learning and building our own like lanes out and like really thriving in it. And it's not just like I can see Al working and grinding. I can see Wels working and grinding. That just makes me want to do more like and work and grind. So yeah, we're we're a couple more pieces away from completing the infinity gauntlet of
Not the
VBG.
gauntlet.
That's
Yeah,
why
just
you saying it, bro.
drop that last
And
season
then we're
and
gonna
snap.
snap.
Yeah, it's a wrap. Yeah, this a wrap then. Yeah, so I'm trying to snap. I'm trying to really snap in 2026. But
Okay, so
right now,
our next stone that's coming up soon is the CMO. What stone is that? If you had to name the stone.
I don't know them off the top of my like, but I'm definitely like that the redstone. Like you got to sacrifice something. No, actually the CMO stone might be the redstone because we got to sacrifice something to get that one. So yeah.
What are the
I would
stones
be
again?
the I would be the stone that like it
Let me find the
alternates
name.
reality because that's creative, right?
Yeah, that's this. Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
the stone that alternate
it
reality.
changes. Yeah, it
What's
changes.
the
Yeah,
one? The
Y'all
is
speaking
there
gibberish. I have no idea what this
Wells would be
stone.
the time. Wells would be the time stone because
time stone?
you
Yeah.
you gotta be dynamic.
Yeah, there you go.
You gotta be dynamic.
I was thinking
There
the
you
same
go.
thing. I'm definitely the time
Yeah,
stone.
you gotta be dynamic.
Wait, who's the destruction stone that just destroy? Is it? I don't know the stones like that, bro.
Yeah, we'll look that up. That's a whole nother episode. Which stone are we?
Who's the soul stone? You the soul stone because you sacrifice something.
That
Who's
would
the
be
soul
the
stone? That's a
that
CMO.
would be this.
CMO is coming
Yeah,
here, ammo.
CMO. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta sacrifice something. But I'll wrap
Well,
this. I'll wrap this up here because
Ty's the mind stone. Ty's the mind stone.
there we
There you
go.
go.
There we go.
Strategy.
All right. So in short too, just kind of even want to be able to say this. If you are a nonprofit out there and you are looking you're already starting to planning for your end of the year giving campaigns, now is the time to start doing that. Please give us a call. Let us know. We've got some availability. I think for us, we really get excited about working with nonprofit clients, especially that align with just our own ethos. We're looking forward to even our team's going to head to Minneapolis at some point in August, and with that
Not
getting a
at
chance
some
to meet
point.
with a couple of
We are going.
yeah.
We heading to the
Minneapolis.
MSP.
I have no idea what's
Yeah.
over there, but I'm gonna find out.
MSP.
We're going when it's not cold, so that's dope.
Yeah,
But
that's the only
real
time
quick,
to go, bro.
for everybody here, kind of give us one sentence about what you want to focus on in Q3. Like, hey, this what would make Q3 a personal success for me.
One sentence. Q3, I want to like really cement processes when it comes to project and also different things that we do, and then cement the things that like the tools, client-based tools, and a couple like one other tool out there, and also really cement our CMO on board. That's I know that's some of the more external, but it'll be personal success. If we get all that for the whole entire company. For
Okay.
me personally, it's just cementing our processes.
For me, I really want to do that 30 days of content, dude. I wanna push out just stupid amounts of content, and I know that's gonna bring a lot more engagement too. So I think that's another focus I have. Like, but I also have projects ahead of that too. That's more important, but definitely want to push out a lot more content so the world knows about VBG. I'm sure we'll go viral for one of the videos on
At least
social
one
media.
of them. At least one of them.
Minimum.
One of them's gonna hit the algorithm, and then next thing you know,
I think we should
Timing.
do. I think we should do like a video and like introducing our CMO. That will go insane.
A video introducing CMO.
Facebook Live or Instagram Live. That'd be dope.
Oh yeah, Instagram
That's
Live.
a good idea.
Yeah. I think Instagram Live would be better. Yeah.
Let's do an IRL stream, man. Streaming is popular now. Start streaming.
Yeah, like W's in the chat. I've always wanted to say that too. I've always wanted to say that. I've always wanted to say
You're
that.
in a meeting with a nonprofit, say chat. What should I say, chat?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like be having the live stream up, like, yo, chat. Give me like 10 subs and I'm gonna and I'll say something crazy here.
That would be ridiculous.
Hey, that's extreme. This is a very extremely Gen Z, Gen A like coded like conversation. So this is like deep into the weeds. But hey, if you listen this far, we appreciate you for sure. If you are a listener, a regular listener, we would, hey, subscribe, and share this with somebody. Also, if you're listening and you want to know just how I want to stay up to date on what VBG's got going on, we send out a weekly email. Absolutely subscribe to our weekly email it goes out every Friday or Monday, depending on if it's a holiday or not. And share this with the business owner that you know. Say, hey man, these are some great guys that I think you should meet. You should be connected with. So yeah, help us out, help us to grow. And we appreciate you listening. This is a 10-minute podcast, but it was actually 32 minutes. And just time flies by when you're talking to some great people. Hey, thank y'all for listening. We'll see y'all next time.
See y'all.
My outros are getting better. Golly.
It's still recording.